Believe it or not, this entire bumper has to come off just to change one headlight. It's kind of a pain in the ass, and that's what I'm going to walk you through. Because of the design of the headlights, the bumper actually comes down and covers all the leading edges. Most headlights are not like that on older cars, but on newer cars they tend to be. Today we're going to be working on my father's Chrysler 200. What it currently has is an issue with the headlights. One of them is out. I replaced these a year ago, but they weren't the best bulbs, I think. They worked for about a year and finally burned out. However, you also have to take into account that this vehicle has 154,000 miles on it. So it's done lots of night driving. It's done 10 years of driving in just over 4 years. So the fact that the bulb went out is not uncommon. Also the fact that my dad likes to run his headlights all the time, even though he has LED daylight running strips. You're old, man. I'm old, but you're older. So first thing you have to do is figure out which headlight is out, because I can't remember, but that's easily remedied. Hang on a second and I'll show you. So there you go. Very easy, very simple. As you can see, well, now I'm sure you can, it is the passenger headlight that is out. That headlight went out one other time, and I'm not 100% sure why, because they're not HIDs. I know they look like they are, but they're projector beams. So give me a second, I'm going to turn them off, and we'll discuss why they're different. So as you can see, this is my mother's car, by the way. As you can see, she has a projector beam for her low beam, and she has a standard bulb for her high beam. This is what you see on most cars, and I talked about it in this video where I was looking at the Chevrolet SS sedan. I still need to do a review on this car too, by the way. And of course, this is Thumper's headlight, which is a HID by xenon. By xenon simply means that it does both the high and the low functions. This is what that headlight looks like, but it's slightly different. Let's go back over there. So this style headlight is trying to be both headlights, but it's still a bulb. It's not using gas. It's using electricity across an electrode to make the light come out. So it tends to wear them out faster, and it's not a bad thing to do. It allows you to make a nice, cleaner, simpler, smaller design for your headlight, but it's not going to last as long. My HIDs, they'll work for 10 times as long as these will, just because mine isn't stressed nearly as much as this. Since I went with the standard bulb last time, that's what I'm going to change it with again today. As you can see, here, let me open it up for you. Quick tip, don't touch the bulb, don't touch the glass. If you put your fingerprints on it or your oils from your hand on it, that will severely degrade the lifespan of the light bulb. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but as you can see, this looks just like your standard everyday indoor house lamp in the fact that it uses filaments. Edison would be happy. Much cheaper to produce. This headlight bulb was $24. It was actually on sale today. It was actually 25% off because they were having some kind of Founder Day sale at Pep Boys, so that was cool. But the HID for my car is $700. So you do the math. You can change one of these 26 times, or you can buy one headlight over there. The math is in favor of just using regular components. Also helps keep the cost of the car down. What we have to do now is we have to remove this entire bumper. In order to do that, we have to get up underneath it and remove all the clips and the lower shield. So get ready for a fast forward montage. For this repair, you are going to need a 10mm, an 8mm, and a pair of pliers because you can't find your 5.5mm ratchet. Thanks, Dad. I really wish I had my trim popper tool right now. Pliers. This is going to take a while. I'll be right back. I really wish that I had the right tools with me, but of course I do not. I didn't keep filming because it took me 35 minutes to take out 6 screws because all I had were these. Normally there's a set of sockets and a ratchet here, and there aren't. So yes, I just spent the last whatever. My anger is quite high, very high. And as you can see, I've only disassembled it enough to get to that headlight, because if I had to sit here and do it the right way using that, I would have killed somebody. I still might. I haven't decided yet. The day's young. Now let's take a look at what has to happen next. I'm not sure how well you can see it. As you can see in here, these have to come out, as well as the bolt up here. And because God hates me, they're the wrong size. I take back 3 of the things I just said because I have the right ratcheting wrench. Even if you just buy a $12 set of these, go get yourself a set of these, because these things are a lifesaver. As my dad knows, since he stole them all from me. Thankfully that one made it to the ground, otherwise I'd be very pissed. Am I the only one that remembers the Grand Am with the little push tabs that hold in the headlight? I mean, they always broke, but they were easier. There, it's out. Once you have it out, you're going to change a couple of things, and I'm going to switch to the phone while we talk about those. Okay, the reason you can't change this when it's in the car is because of the water bottle and the overflow reservoir, because your headlight bulb is in here. So, next thing you have to do, remove that cover. And then you have to just twist, and Bob's your uncle. I'm going to set the phone down and put the bulb back in the correct way. Okay, so I tested it outside of the car. Now I put it in there. Let's see if it lights up. Looks like success to me. So now it's about doing everything backwards and putting the damn thing back together. So as soon as we're done, it'll be done. So here goes. So now that you have it secured back in, you can go ahead and start putting the front cover back on. The oh so painful process of putting the front cover on with pliers. Fucking pliers. So there you go. That is the process of removing and replacing the projector beam headlight on a 2012 Chrysler 200. This is a job that should have taken me 1/3 the time. However, I did not plan ahead. I thought that the ratchets and sockets that I needed would be here. If you have any questions, type them down below. If you have any comments, leave those down below. Anyways, do me a big favor, hit the subscribe button. I'm not going to come up with something witty. Little bastard doesn't deserve it. Hit that little bastard. And I'll see you next time.